6 o'clock in the morning. We're already running late. Let's go get us a couple peaks, Dev.
Let's do it.
We got our first stream crossing. We're tired. I don't think it's gonna be a good view day. Don't fall. Don't fall. You know it's gonna be a rough day when you're not even a mile in, you're already exhausted.
Yeah.
It's foggy today. Probably not gonna have much for a view tonight or today at the beach. This is the closest thing to a view we've had all day. We've been in the clouds. Finally the sun's starting to burn some of it off. And here come the clouds again. Marmot. Starting to get there. About a mile left to the first peak. I'll work up there and go across. But this is about as clear as it's been all day. We've been in the clouds. Now, you little bastard. I've been up in the clouds all day, but starting to get some views. Trying to make our way to the ridge here, and then up to the summit. But holy crap, it's steep. And for all my New Mexico friends who are suffering in 110 degree temperatures, yeah, that's snow. It's like 40 degrees, not counting wind chill. These really cool wildflowers up here on this ridgeline. There's a couple of them over there. Yeah. This one was hard. Just a little trail bandit looking for scraps. And that's when things got interesting. Funny thing is, we had perfect cell service for 90% of that day. The only place it was spotty was that last mile before the parking lot. And of course, right as we're getting into that spot, my brother's wife starts trying to call, but we can't get it to connect long enough to find out what's going on. Finally, we get to a spot where the call connects and she's frantic. On a little stroll around the campsite, she and my niece had come face to face with a gigantic moose about 100 yards from our site. So they both ran as fast as they could back to the campsite, and luckily the moose didn't follow, but it caused his wife to have an asthma attack, and her nebulizer was in my brother's truck, which we were in since we decided to take his truck instead of mine to the trailhead that morning. So now we're trying to rush back to camp to get her the nebulizer, but my brother's truck is a large truck with a stiff suspension and fully aired road tires, and we're on a rocky, bumpy road that is now nearly giving us whiplash and a concussion as we rush down it. Eventually we make it back to camp, we get her the nebulizer, and everything is fine. The next day, as we're exploring other trails around camp, as a group this time, we decided to have them show us where they saw the moose the previous day, since neither my brother nor I had seen one in the wild. And sure enough, we find him in a similar spot, albeit not nearly as close as they had been the day before. Turns out the moose was pretty used to people, since the next morning it wandered into the campground and grazed at my friend's side as they were drinking their morning coffee at the picnic table. Anyways, after returning promptly back to camp after seeing him, I decided I possess a unique tool to get a closer look.